Hey guys, welcome to Brick Boy, the show where we review, Nitroblast. You paying attention? Hello, we gotta get back to the review. Can you stop fighting? Boom! Okay, today we have Nitroblast, set number 2194, 57 pieces, ages 7 to 16. It is Nitroblast Zors. Nitroblast, he's not my favorite of the villains. He's actually like my least favorite, but he's still very cool. I really like the new villains. And Nitroblast definitely is an example of how much I like them, is that I really like Nitroblast, but he's my least favorite. That's how much I like these new villains. My least favorite is still incredibly cool. So that's an example of how much this series rocks. Let's look at the box. There's a picture of him posing in front of burning stuff, because I love burning stuff, yeah! Info, Nitroblast, Chucky Hazard, here is a picture of him fighting Natalie, and the push tab to open it. And here's a shot of the shot that he can shoot out of his shot shooter. It's pretty shoddy workmanship. Okay, I'll stop. Yeah, let's get down to Nitroblasticas. This leg has one of those cool pieces that I really like. It's a cool piece. That's what it's look like. That's what it looks like. This side it has the same armor piece underward, but this one has spikes instead of that piece. Again, I like things symmetrical, but I guess this is fine. Speaking of not symmetrical, this one is on the side and this one's front. I hate when they do that. That's like the worst form of not symmetrical this series has gotten. Especially for the legs. I think the arms are fine if it's not symmetrical, but the legs is worse. The armor plate, he's probably Jetbug is. But he's probably the second lightest weight of the villains because the armor is very small. Jetbug is definitely the lightest weight. Speaking of Jetbug, it's not as noticeable as Jetbug was, because he was just incredibly noticeable. But Nitroblast is it's probably the least noticeable, because it's just like two eye slits and the teeth. But it's still noticeable. So here is the head. It has a nice looking green Baraki eye. For the eye, obviously. No, it uses it for laser. The mouth looks kind of weird. And also, look at that. Look at that. It's just like this big hollow head. I don't like when they're hunchback. I prefer when they're just have a regular head. A lot of the villains are hunchback nowadays. Yeah, this arm has a fire right there. Now I'm gonna destroy you, heroes. My face, it's burning. So this arm has the four-fingered hand, along with a cool-looking red and orange mixture of plastic for the Zamosphere. And this arm has this thing right here, the claw piece, which looks very nice there. The back, well, it's not hollow. It has this piece right here, which kind of sticks out. It has this red meltdown tank piece with two spikes there. And it can twist, but it feels kind of like sometimes it'll twist like that. You don't want to twist it. It looks kind of stupid. Here's the arm as a the chest plate for armor plate, kind of like Jetbug, but it has one of these pieces on it, which makes it look awesome. So the arm is the weapon is kind of lame compared to them. I mean, look at Drill Dozers. This is just like half of his arm. He ate stuff like this for breakfast, and this is like his entire like full day meal, if you know what I mean. And he's got you can flex this around a lot, but this arm, no, you cannot. Unlike Drill Dozer, if you can tell, see the link to the arm is on the first joint, but this one is on the second, so that makes it much less flexible. And I really, really hate when they do this, because it just completely limits how much you can do with it. You can't even point it, like, up unless you do that. It's just really bad flexibility, and I hate that about that. And that's music. So yeah, Nitroblast definitely shows as the least favorite for me, but he is still a cool villain. I probably like him less than Von Nebula, but more than Explode. Much more than Explode. I'm comparing him to the first heroes. That's how much I like him. He's the... If you get all 10 villains so far, he would be number 8. Which shows a lot, since he's my least favorite of the new heroes. Actually, I might like him more than Von Nebula, I don't know. But yeah, let's get down to the ratings. Cool factor, is pretty good. He's definitely the worst cool factor out of all of them, because, you know. And also, this part is much more noticeable than the others. Like, Bulldozer, it's kind of behind the arm instead of in front of it, if you know what I mean. So, a cool factor, I'm going to go with a 3.5, maybe? Yeah, 3.5 for the cool factor. Size, I'm going to go a 3.5 again. He's a good size. Kind of big for the... and he's not kind of big. He's a decent size for $13. I actually think he's probably one of the best size-worthy of the villains. Like, I think Drilldozer's worse for size than Nitroblast. Oh yeah, by the way, the music in this review is from the same game as Jetbug and Drilldozer. If you can guess what game that is, you will get a prize, which is just a shout-out. Sorry, I can't give anything bigger, but I don't want to spend money. Yeah, let's see. What's the thing? Oh yeah, mock pieces. Mock piece is pretty good. You get the meltdown the tank thing, not just like container. I like that piece. Of course, the tattoo. I forgot to mention this. The tattoo piece right there. You've got a lot of these pieces. You got 3 of them total, if you count the different colors. Like there's 2 reds and 1 gray. I really like those pieces. Those are some of my favorite pieces of the 2011 Hero Factory sets. Mocking piece, I'm gonna go with 4. And play value, I'm gonna go 3 because of course he has that arm, which I just can't stand. That is just an awful design for the arm. You know, I thought supported legs were bad enough for the villains, but supported arms at this scale is just terrible. That is just the worst possible thing they could have done with the double joint thing that I hate. It's like playing through Mario vs. Donkey Kong Melee Mayhem 6 times! Let's see. Oh yeah, that's all the ratings. Final verdict, I'm gonna go with a 7.5 out of 10 with him. He's definitely a cool set. But not my favorite, obviously. Go get some of the other ones first. They deserve it better. Better, what I'm talking about. So yeah, I will see you guys next time for Natalie 2.0. Goodbye.